shorthand dictation, 3 minutes speed, 5 seconds. Now, write. Dear shareholders, I welcome you all to this 9th general meeting of the company. The annual report has been with you for some weeks, and you will have noticed with some satisfaction that your company has performed remarkably well despite the adverse market and economic conditions. The year was characterized by continuing recession in several segments of Indian industry, particularly consumer durables. We estimate that the sale of watches by the 4 key Indian producers declined to a certain extent. In contrast, our watches were in good demand, but the sales in the last 4 months of the year were affected by social and political disturbances in many urban centers. The country needs to ponder the economic consequences of a political conflict which has hampered the country's economic revival and diminished its ability to move ahead of other developing countries. The consumer sentiment, which is an important factor in the sale of consumer durables, remained low throughout the year because of political uncertainties. The erosion of assets of the stock exchanges restricted many supply. The high rates of interest also were responsible for lower sales. Competition was fierce throughout the year. Profit was also affected by inflation, high interest payments, sharply higher wages, and increased excise duties. Inflation is not a serious worry for the current year, barring the price of gold. Following a wage settlement with the representatives of employees, it is expected that the per capita wage costs are expected to rise only marginally in the current year. The company's rights issue will ease the pressure of interest rates. If the excise duty increase had not taken place, the profit for the year would have doubled. Because of highly competitive conditions, the company had to adopt a cautious approach to price increases. We now believe that we were more cautious than warranted and have therefore taken remedial action in the first quarter of this year, which should certainly reflect in the profit performance of the next year. Shareholders will be happy to know that your company has performed very well in the first quarter of the current year. We are looking forward with renewed confidence to a bright and rewarding year